seconds. Republique. Okay, fine. We will do Republique. Do I have any ranked battles in the Republique? I don't think I do. Or maybe I do, but they're just not identified as such. So, alright, we're going to do the Republique then. Here we go. Those of you guys who just joined in, we're gonna first of all, welcome. Thanks for hanging out. We're gonna do some more streams and stuff, replays until about 4 o'clock, so another 2 more hours, and then we're gonna transition into a little bit of ranked chat at the end. Talk about how things are going this season, tips, ideas. You know, I guess I'll play the what was Kelsey Grammer's character's name on that show from when he was in Seattle? I can't remember the name of it. You know, hello, I'm listening, that kind of thing. And oh, it's Ducky Shot in the Republique. That's why you wanted to see that one. Okay. Ducky, would you like to join into voice chat for this? Or do you want to sit on sidelines? Yes, Frazier, thank you, Edgecase. I don't know why I couldn't think of it, but I couldn't. Frazier indeed. And of course, Republique is using the French camo. Alright, so let me tab into Discord, go to the voice channel. Look at that, you're already there. Hello.
Hello.
Alright, so while I'm taking some screenshots of your gorgeous, ugly, fat boat, what's so good about it?
The Republic, it's fast. It's got fast-loading guns. It works really good flanking, which is what we end up doing here.
Okay. What's its weaknesses?
32 millimeters or less armor everywhere. HE pens for days.
203mm cruisers, remember we talked about earlier, the 1/6 rule means that they will penetrate the deck armor, and the upper belt, I think, is also, I can't remember. But the bow and the stern definitely are 32, so yes.
Torpedo bulges, everything. I don't think there is exposed armor on the ship that is less than 32.
Yep,
Or that's more than 32.
Shice says that there are no negatives to the ship, it's OP as all heck. Why is it OP as all heck, Shice? Now, looking at your consumables, you got premium consumables, including that Spood Beast, which is nice. No flags?
I might not for some reason.
Not even your military month command.
I don't have a military month. I was not around then.
You fool.
I was 2 months too late to getting into the game.
Nice.
We were just derping around, and we decided, you know what? Sea is likely going to be contested by very few ships, so we decide we are going to speed boost through sea as fast as we can.
And you're with a division with another Republique. Looking at your battleship threats, Montana can do a lot of damage to you if you're broadside to it. Yamato is, you know, Lolpen. Per first, same thing as Montana. Republique. How does Republique do against Republique?
I'd say Republic on Republic. It's going to be who's going to be able to get some good broadside on you. Get the flank on them.
Okay. Fair. Poor Richelieu. I feel bad for this guy. You've got Des Moines, Hindenburg, both of which you can knock pretty easily.
Yes.
New Orleans, Charles Martel,
Definitely.
same thing. Look at these pretty shells. And 1 overpen only.
Pretty much. It can be definitely trolly with the guns at long range.
Now, are you like full secondary build, or how do you have your Republic set up?
I'm basically set up for mostly AA. It's a good AA ship. I figure I'm going to be out on the flanks a lot by myself, so when you do see a cruiser, and plus, hey, most AA skills translate to secondaries, so I'm not full secondary, but I definitely have strong secondaries when I'm built for AA.
Yeah, just shy of 10 kilometer secondaries. It's pretty good.
So I'm probably running BFT, AFT plus, I would guess, basics of survivability, as well as concealment.
Hmm.
The C-46 we figured was going to sit on that island in B. But he doesn't.
Now, why no superintendent?
I don't know. I figure I'd rather get some of the other skills. Basically survivability and AFT, BFT. I figure I can minimize my damage by staying on the edges, going dark when I need to, using my speed to get out.
Okay.
And face it, the speed boost is not something that's great to have an extra one of, so all you'd be doing it for is the repair.
Okay. Personally, I would love to have that extra speed boost, but I spam that thing like crazy, so...
So at this point, we realized that there is nothing from the enemy.
Yeah, they're not coming
to see.
I do like that you're relatively close to that Zath, though, so you're giving him good support. Have you taken the ship into ranked at all?
Nope, I have only played the Hindi a couple of battles, and the rest of my ranked has been the Z.
Hmm. You liking the Z, huh?
I like the Z. It translates very well to what the Low Yang does, and I ranked it with the Low Yang last season and used it this season. And you can basically use it the same way, just the radars last a lot longer.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, the German captain is a good match for it, right?
Yes.
I thought about putting him...
probably where mine will end up.
Yeah, I thought about putting him in my Hindenburg, but I don't know. I don't know if I have spec vigilance, so I don't know if it's gonna be that useful.
So our team is doing the best to kill themselves at A right now.
Yeah. Wow. Like, hey guys.
Everything is behind A while we are pushing into A one by one.
Let's go look at the slaughter. Leaving you behind for a little bit since there's really nothing around you. Might as well watch your team die.
At this point, we decided that there was no point both of us continuing around the edge. So K538 is going to cut through into B and then start going towards the south. So we kind of have like a hammer anvil thing going on as they likely will take A and then have to come through A and go into B.
Yep, and I like how the Moskva, I mean, he's supporting the Moskva, you're supporting the Zhao, so you got some good teamwork going on here. Wow. Alright, so your tier 8's basically get an A and they're like, what do I do now? And they just sit there and die.
Yeah, especially like the Tirpitz. He watches the tier 10 German battleship, the Kurfürst, go in and die, so he decides, you know what, I can do better than that. I can probably die quicker.
Well, he didn't take the Torp, so that's good.
Yep.
Broadside Yamato, is that what you're shooting at? No? Republique.
No, I'm shooting at the Republique, who is backing away from their cap. And he backs away for quite a long time. And I get trolled by my shells a lot.
Why not the Yamato? He looks like he's stationary right now.
Because he's AFK, and the AFK is no threat to me. So if there is an active target to shoot at, I will shoot at that before I shoot at an AFK.
Aha! Ladies and gentlemen, pro tier strats right here. Now you could get into secondary range and just secondary him down as you're wailing on everybody else.
But nothing turns. Nothing comes to challenge me here.
Yeah, that's kind of... The enemy team is committed to A, and they're almost making the same mistake that your team did, right? They're throwing all their assets into A. Oh, broadside no, never mind. And then once they get there, it looks like they're going to also be confused about what to do next.
I'm just going to say this. You pretty much call it.
Well, you could almost kind of tell, just watching how things are going. Now you're aiming underneath the second turret. Is that where the Yamato's armor will be the weakest?
Typically.
Ooh, 74,000 damage, 5 citadels? WTF.
I was hoping that I could get enough players' attention behind A that they would turn around and I was going to be able to kite them, and hopefully they would leave a few ships left back at A that would be able to focus down by the rest of our team.
Yep. They didn't want to, though.
Yeah,
Now,
one salvo you get 75,000. The next one you get 7,500.
now you're making this full turn now because you want to get yourself back into the battle as quickly as possible after this Yamato. And also we want to bow into the potential threats in front of you. At that point, I would have just held my fire and gotten the close quarters expert. But then again, Mosfa probably would have stolen from you. Okay, you got a broadside Kurfürst you can smack.
Yeah, there's a lot of targets, and some are good, some are bad, and I figured I just kind of want to hold my shots and make them count because we are down on ships and got to try and get some damage fast.
Yep.
Basically, try to prioritize the cruisers when they show themselves, and if not, then go on the battleships.
Right. Hindenburg, yeah, he's reversing, so he's a good shot. I'm pulling forward now. Now, if nothing happens, you win in 6 minutes. This is the part where one or two of your team starts to die when they get close to winning, and then you're like, ah, stop dying.
Pretty much. But I like the positioning of my ships in B. The random teammates there, they've kind of locked them in position on A that they can't do anything to them.
Yep.
But they've got to go broadside to either me or them.
And obviously they're going to go broadside to them. Well, you're chunking him.
Yep. Every bit helps.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hello, Hindenburg.
Yeah, I sit and watch this Hindi for a little bit and realize he's slowing down.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, ding fries are done. Wow. Oh, Copperos. Trump of Doom. And with that one overpen, you get high caliber. Lol.
Thanks to the AFK Yamato.
Mm-hmm.
Cabaros had been basically spamming HE most of the game, and he's only at half HP at this point, so I figured he kind of knows what he's doing, so I kind of wanted to focus him a bit.
Okay, that's a fair statement. Also, you have to be cognizant of his torpedo range, 6 kilometer. You continue to move into him, you could be punished hard for that.
Quite possibly. But with the ships that are around where he's been, I would think he didn't have enough time to torp through that small gap while HE spamming towards B.
And the Udaloy gets torps on. Nice.
Des Moines turned just nicely on when I shot myself at him and minimized his damage.
Yep.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
Yeah, so at this point, it's just kind of cleanup, right?
Yep.
This guy's showing way too much broadside to you. Now, why did you DCP one fire there?
Was it? There was 2 fires.
Oh, is there 2? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, there was 2. Watch it 5 seconds later, I had the advantage of rewind.
Yep. Now, right now, you are dangerously broadside to him, but he's shooting HE.
Yep, he does get a good chunk on me on his next level, I believe. But basically, I just kind of wanted him to take notice of me for now. I wanted him to get closer, get more damage before we ended.
Yeah, take him out of the battle, right? Cool, well, thanks. Anything else you want to share with the group? About the replay, about the ship?
It was, on this replay, it was kind of funny because we watched our team suicide into A, and we figured it was lost, but we adjusted middle of the way through and managed to pull out the win. So it's kind of nice that no matter what's going on, there's always something you can do and try and pull out the win. And there's no sense playing poorly when you think you're going to lose.
We've seen it before, right? Where it's looking like it's definitely going to be a loss, and then the enemy team just helps you along. So, absolutely, even in ranked. Alright, well, Ducky, thanks for joining in. Appreciate it.
You betcha. Thanks for checking out the replay.
Yeah, no problem, man. Alright. Well, for the rest of you guys, once again, there's my there's the link to the videos available, the replays available. Pick something. Let me know what you guys want to see. While you do that, my cat has decided to jump onto my lap again, so I'm going to give him a little bit of a brushing. All right, see ya, Ducky. Thanks for joining in. Didn't realize you were working today, but awesome. Glad you're able to come in for a little bit of that. Brushing bias. What does that mean, Edge? Alright, Brofisticus, just for you, sir, we're going to do an Alsace replay. While that's loading up, guys, pick Pick another one so we don't have to waste so much time in between games. What's the next one you want to see?